What's good, y'all? So, nothing super groundbreaking with this one. This is just more so an observation that I had while I was doing like a quick warm up 2 day fast, right? In preparation for about a 4, maybe 5 day fast I plan on partaking in, right? In all actuality, I haven't fasted in a long time. So before I jumped into like a week long fast, I kind of wanted to like get me a little warm up, recalibrate. And now that my mind remembers, now that my body remembers what fasting feels like, then we're going to do the long haul one. Well, this isn't the long haul for some of y'all out there, but nevertheless, you know what I mean, right? So the observation that I had was being in the presence of food and being in the presence of people eating really does not bother me while I'm fasting, right? It really doesn't. In all actuality, it helps. It helps me to be in the presence of all this food. It helps me to be in the presence of people eating. You know what I'm saying? And before I get into detail, one small fact that y'all should know about me is that I have a very terrible sense of smell, right? Even before the pandemic, every time I tell people that they're, oh, you must have David 91. No, it's like it's been before that. Like even way back then, before the years before David 91, like I couldn't smell bacon, or I could barely smell bacon. Like I could smell it just enough to know that somebody was cooking, right? So that's just to give you a little bit of a frame of where I'm at, which kind of makes it easier for me to do this fasting stuff, because if you have a terrible sense of smell, that affects your taste, which is why I'm very much a texture person when it comes to food. You know, I don't really care. I mean, of course, taste is kind of important, but also it's more so the texture. Like that's why I can't eat things like Jello. Like Jello makes me gag. It makes me want to vomit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, and now I guess it's a good little segue. Because I can't smell, because I don't care about food, because I don't care about the smells of food and all that type of stuff, it's like it makes it easier for me to be in the presence of food and be in the presence of people eating, because I become a lot more observant when I'm fasting, right? You know, a lot of times when I'm fasting and I'm making like videos like this, when I'm recording my thoughts for the world, you know, I tend to stutter a lot more because my brain is moving so fast. I mean, my mental sharpness increases dramatically while I'm fasting. So my brain is moving, pew, 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 but my mouth can't keep up with it. So I'm trying to get my words out, right? But in this frame of mind, I notice that I become a lot more observant, right? And as a reminder to y'all, I work in construction. So during our lunch break, I noticed the type of stuff that people are eating, like these construction guys are eating. And I just be sitting there looking like, God damn, are you hungry? I saw a dude eat 3 slices of pizza, a yogurt, you know, like the yogurt in a cup, like what else? He had like a soda to wash it all down. Then after I saw him eat all of that, he ate a ham and cheese sandwich. I was sitting there, I was like, yo, you're still eating, bro? And not only are you still eating, you're eating all these weird combinations of food. Like, are you okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm able to observe people eating like this, and I'm able to observe people putting these food combinations together, in all actuality, it helps me stay more disciplined. It helps me, like, nah, that's what he wants to do. More power to him. I'm going to be over here, though. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hear about me having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and higher risk of heart attack and stuff. I mean, that's a crazy combination of food. I don't care if you're not a health nut, if you're a health nut or not. That's a crazy combination of stuff to put into your gut. I don't know how every single day he doesn't have a stomach ache. Like, that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people, they always want to hide from the food. They want to run away from it when they're fasting. Oh, I can't be around that. If I see that, I'm going to want to eat it. Well, use that as like for me, I like to tempt myself. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit of a mental masochist, you know what I'm saying? I like really pushing myself. I like making things harder than they need to be, so it's even easier when my body fully resets, you know? So don't run away from the food. Like, tackle it head on. That's what I do. Because you have to think about it like this as well. I don't really worry about the food because you know how much of a shock it would be for me to eat like a regular person? You know, for me to go like fasting for 2 days, 3 days, a week, you know, my longest fast I think I've done was like 21 days, you know, but nevertheless, if I were to go from a long-term fast, right, where I'm only drinking water, you know, water and herbal teas and such, and then I would go straight to eating chips, I go straight to eating cookies, I go straight back to eating a burger, I eat a hot dog, pizzas, you know, that dense ass, greasy, sugary foods, that would put my body into shock. That will put my body into shock. You eat that thing, you're gonna be curled up on the floor. I remember when I first got into intermittent fasting, by the way, look, quick little story. I remember when I first got into intermittent fasting, and I was gonna practice eating my food, like, I think at this time I was eating at like 6 or 7 o'clock, because that's usually what time I got home after work. So I was like, I'm not gonna eat until I get home, 6, 7 o'clock, whatever. And then when I would get home, I was like, okay, time to eat. And I remember that I had some stew prepared. Like I had like some what's it called? What's that thing called? The slow cooker. Like I had some stew ready, but then for some reason I wanted to eat a peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? So I had a peanut butter and jelly first as a warm up, and then I ate like a bowl and some change, like 2 bowls of stew. And I shit you not, I remember my stomach felt like a bowl. It felt like I just ate a bowling ball like a cartoon character. And it just felt like nothing was moving because my body hadn't been digesting anything previously, like all day, because I had never been fasting at this point either. So my body was just like, whoa, you ain't ate nothing all day, then you force feed yourself all that, and you expect us to be okay with that? And like I really just sat there all day until I had to inevitably regurgitate, if you catch my drift. I'm not trying to use gross words. But nevertheless, like it was like, whoa. And people eat like that, if not more, if not worse, on a regular basis. And I'm like, how are you alive? You know what I'm saying? Because if I ate like that, I'd be donezo, So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Good luck to y'all and y'all's fast. Push yourself. When you find yourself really thinking about food, that's when the challenge begins. For me personally, it's like day 1, easy. Like a day without eating, that's light. Some people do that by default, right? 2 days, nothing. 3 days is when like I typically start thinking about food. And I start to hey, you might want to go get some food. Hey, you might want to go. Hey, man, yo, you good enough, bro. Just go get you a little sandwich real quick, yo. But then I've been repeating that phrase I taught y'all, I told y'all from that I got from Kobe. And he was saying, like, I don't negotiate with myself. So when you get into that part where you start trying to negotiate with you fasted for 2 days, 3 days, like, come on, man, let's just go get something to eat real quick. I'm not negotiating with you. No, we're good. We said 4 days, we said 5 days, we said a week, we said a month. I don't know, whatever it is your goals are. That's what we're gonna do until like I really feel like my health is being in question. Then you have to be the judge of that for yourself, right? But nevertheless, it's like, don't negotiate with yourself. This is the point of fasting. Not only is it for your body to reset, for your body to relax, for your body to not work so hard with these crazy food combinations that we've been taught are okay in this Western society, but look at this as a challenge to develop your mental discipline and your mental fortitude. In one of my videos where I was really just like going off because like I was just in that mode, like one of the things that I said was like, if we both got locked into a cage together and they call me up and they say, hey, we'll let you out, or we'll let you out, but your person has to stay, but we'll let you out, if you just eat the sandwich. I'll leave it there. I don't need your food. I'm good. I'm not going to sell out the person I'm locked in here with, assuming that we're friends. I'm not going to sell out my friend for some food. But some people will. In the state of starvation, people's morals change. You know what I'm saying? That's why fasting is very good for mental discipline and mental fortitude. If your mind is strong, you are strong. The body only operates off of what the mind tells it to do. So if your mind is powerful, your body will operate in the same manner. That's it for this one. Till the next one. Peace.